Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a birth story. Don't mind that I have my nose ring in like the wrong way. I didn't feel like messing with it completely. And I think my other one's like closed up, so that's fun. Last Monday, I had my last appointment, and he was gonna check my cervix, but the nurse was like, like she's having a C-section in like a week, and he's like, oh, yeah, like, so we'll just avoid doing that, which I was glad because I hate cervix checks, so I didn't get them at all this pregnancy. But he had asked if I was having any contractions, and I said no because at the time I wasn't. But of course, the next day, Tuesday, is when I started having contractions. And then Thursday, I started having some brown discharge. And like, I know that can be normal, but I still freaked out and had my fiance call the hospital just because with my history, like, we have to be careful. Because with my first pregnancy, I had a placental abruption, and then, I had a miscarriage and whatnot. And then, so I kept having contractions. They were very sporadic though. Like, they weren't consistent. Like, sometimes they would last, like, maybe like a minute, but like, they were like so far apart. And I was stressing out because my friend was gonna be here on Saturday. So I was trying to like hold out at least until like Sunday because her flight was getting in late on Saturday. I mean, my mother-in-law could have watched both of my kids and both my dogs, but, I just would have preferred her to be there with my oldest and at my house. And then, so, technically Saturday, but, like, 3 o'clock in the morning, I, like, went to the bathroom and I lost a big chunk of my mucus plug. So yeah, and I was still having like lots of contractions. Like they were still inconsistent, but I was having a lot of them, and it was just really weird because like I had a lot of contractions while I was laying down in bed doing nothing, and then like I got up and was like packing the diaper bag to go chill at my in-laws because we go over there every weekend, and like I was having less contractions like up and doing stuff. And then Saturday, it was like raining. Um, I got an email from Paisley's like soccer um, thing saying that we weren't gonna have soccer on Saturday, which I figured because of the weather. But then my friend Addie calls me while I was at the dollar store and says that her flight was canceled and she had to figure out what to do. It ended up getting canceled because of the weather. Like all the flights out to this area was canceled because of the thunderstorm. And so they got her basically on the same flight, like same time and everything for Sunday. And I was freaking out because I was like, now I have to really wait until Monday because, yeah, she's not going to be here until late on Sunday. I was still having contractions, but at this point they had kind of slowed down, and I was still losing like parts of my mucus plug too, though. But yeah, I ended up making it until Monday, which is today, obviously. And yeah, we had to be here at 5 o'clock in the morning because I was scheduled for 7:30, and you have to be here 2 hours before, which I was scheduled for the same time last time, so you know. And it sucks because like last time, like they obviously like know my history, like it's in their system, but my nurses this time in labor and delivery were saying, because of my history with my placental abruption, I'm at risk for hemorrhaging, so they put 2 IVs in me, and the first one blew. I had 3 different people trying to do the IVs, even though they said my veins were good. I'm like, if my veins are good, why is this happening? Like, there was one girl, she did the first one that blew, and then another nurse did the one on this side, and then another nurse did the one that's on my right hand. But yeah, everything went good. My fiance was able to cut the cord this time, which was nice. And I really liked the anesthesiologist this time because he was like making sure that like we were getting pictures and whatnot. Like he got a picture of my fiance holding the baby and like me in the picture, and then he got pictures of him cutting the cord. So that was nice. I mean, previously he didn't cut the cord and whatnot, but um, previously I didn't have pictures of like me and my fiance and the baby like during my C-section. So baby is doing good. He's very chill. Like he's kind of not really wanting to eat much. Like he's sleeping for the most part. He's very chill. He has a lot of hair. Like my first did. I mean, all my kids had like a decent amount of hair, but Cove, like looking back, like she didn't have as much hair compared to him and compared to Paisley. But it's nice that he's been sleeping good because I was able to get a really good nap earlier, which was nice because like I said, we had to be here at 5:30 and I woke up at 4 o'clock because I had to pee, and then after that I just really could not fall back asleep. Oh, I didn't previously like say my due date. My due date was the 27th.